Alright, I've waited long enough. Let us begin. If I can figure out how to adjust the. Uh, mm, be back in a second. And there we go. And just as before, I will actually be recording the game at the same time that I am playing it. Um, Basically, I'm also gonna have the uh, walkthrough on the side because this is an adventure game from late 90s. I don't need any excuse to use an FAQ with me at all times because we are literally never gonna move on if I don't use them. This is an FMV game based off of the X-Files TV series, a series that I always wanted to watch as a child, but never got to because I was a child and my grandparents would not allow for it. I'm gonna quiet myself for the intro. All right. If the it's okay, the game is loading very slowly. This was also released on PC, but I can't play that version for a long play. And also, I can't possibly be bothered to actually, action scene difficulty. Excuse what? Um, Action scene auto rewind. What is that? So there is artificial intuition. What? Um, What are these? I don't have to take a look at this because this seems kind of interesting. I should also mention that the cover for this game is also very interesting. It's one of those holographic ones where if you look at it from different angles, it has different colors, which is why you do not have a good scan of it on the internet. It's literally impossible. X-Files, the game, artificial intuition. Control find artificial intuition. Helps you find difficult items throughout the game. Of course I want that on. Who wouldn't? And action scene. Difficulty. Oh, it becomes a light gun shooter. Considering that we are playing this on the PlayStation 1, no, we don't know. Press select to skip a video clip. That's always useful, but I don't think I'm gonna actually be using that because I want to have everything on. So this goes to easy. Navigational transitions, that sounds like fun. I will keep this just in case and return to control vibration can be on. Return to main menu. Audio. All the way dialogues. I remember the series itself always had like really dodgy. I remember the series itself always had sort of a dodgy sound mix. So let's just save this. Oh, interesting. That's the pointer. That's skip video, pause main menu. That's the inventory activation. Use select active icon. Okay, so basically right and left click. Cancel and back. Okay. Let's read this one. What the hell is it pointing towards? Move pointers plus R1 or L1. Navigation jump. What is this? Hotspot jump. Huh. That's actually a lot more controls than I would have expected from a game like this. So L2 is gun controls. A little bit counterintuitive, if you're gonna ask me. A hotspot jump. I'm gonna imagine this is like the scan through interactable spots. Navigation jump, that is the one that I'm like completely vague on, but does this game not offer me an option to... Oh, it does. I was wondering if it had an option for me to use analog stick.
Why Agent Wilmore?
Why Agent Cook?
You picked a great day to be late. Some big gun in from DC. I don't know what's up, but it's serious.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the walkthrough because I was googling stuff in the meantime. Well, the ones that I was talking about. Besides, remove this because this is annoying me. Okay, so we just have to tell him what our emotion is at the moment. And what do these even mean? I mean, there's one way to find out. Whoa! Ah, that's what they mean by that. Okay. And now the okay, that's just like
He's probably here to make sure we're not stealing paper clips.
front and to the left. Okay.
You better look busy until we know what's going on.
So who's the big gun from DC?
I think his name is Skinner. Assistant Director Skinner.
Did Shanks seem upset?
Well, he smiled at me. That's never a good sign.
What case is she working on?
Pull tab counterfeiters and the militia group still active in the Northern Cascades. And an assist to the DEA on a meth lab ring, but handling things okay.
I am so lost. Okay, just so I can still follow the walkthrough, I am rewinding this. Forward and left. This is weird.
He's probably here to make sure we're not stealing paper clips.
That's what they meant.
You've got mail.
Wow, this is a very clean interface. So far, I'm kind of impressed with the interface. It's like everything is instantaneous. This is very bizarre for a PlayStation 1 adventure game like this. I'm so used to... I'm so used to them taking an eternity to load anything. It's like, let's go to our banking. Well, we don't have anything yet.
Wilmore.
Agent Wilmore, I want to see you in my office.
Critical. Use tape. Tape dispenser on the desk. What? Tape dispenser. Oh, I have to actually... Okay. I wish I could read this. Oh, I see the tape dispenser. I see what they meant. Your case files from the desk and examine them. Look down under where, okay. Your ABI badge. And go to the second floor. Okay, 2 times forward.
Come in. This is Assistant Director Skinner.
Agent Wilmore, sir.
Oh,
Two of my
actually,
agents
hold
from
on.
Fox, Mulder, and Dane.
I made a little error. Whoopsies. Okay, I guess there's nothing there. Oh, I see. This is incredibly clever. There's lots of things to check out. And because it doesn't take eternity for it to load, it's actually fun. Okay, nothing here. Let's just progress.
Come in. This is Assistant Director Skinner.
Agent Wilmore.
Sir?
Two of my agents are missing, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. I haven't heard from them in 3 days. I'm extremely concerned.
Have they disappeared before?
No, not like this.
They have.
Where were they last seen?
In my office in D.C., right before they left.
What case were they working on?
I'm not quite sure. All I have is this travel requisition which shows that they were going to Everett, Washington.
These two agents were able to function with a high degree of autonomy due to the nature of the cases they pursued.
Can I get their cell phone numbers?
You'll find it in the dossier, however, they're not answering.
Are they romantically involved?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Have they been romantically involved in the past?
As I say, I don't know. I don't believe so.
Should Cook be involved in this investigation?
Well, that's up to you, really. You know the Bureau's policy on backup? I would suggest you use all available resources.
Do you know of anything unusual in Everett?
There's nothing that I'm aware of.
What should I do with my current cases?
Hand them off to Cook. I know he's busy, but this is priority. File an APB on Mulder and
Okay.
Scully. Then give your current case files to Cook. A.D. Skinner will...
Is there anything I need to pay attention to here? All the questions. Okay. I don't think this game would have like different endings, but we'll see.
Join you shortly. File an APB on Mulder and Scully. Then give your current case files to Cook. A.D. Skinner will join you shortly.
Okay, so we have an overview of like up, 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 up. just want to leave.
So, okay. What's happening? You can't just sit on this. You gotta tell me what's happening.
A couple of agents have disappeared. A pair out of DC, Mulder and Scully, male and female. Gone for 3 days.
I'm guessing I know what Shanks wants to do with your current cases.
What case is you working on?
Pull tab counterfeiters and the militia group still active in the Northern Cascades. And an assist to the DEA on a meth lab ring. But I'm handling things okay.
Will you file an APB on Mulder and Scully for me?
Yes.
Whoa. Do not ask him to do APB, okay? Click on the case file. Okay.
Shanks wants me to hand my cases off to you.
Great. Thanks, Golden Boy.
Okay, got him. Look at the bulletin board. No, that's wrong. Hold on. That's a weird picture of a duck. They're saying something about the bulletin board, but I don't know what they mean.
Do you want me to file an APB for you?
No, I'll do it.
What do they mean by bulletin board? I don't see anything like that. That's a picture. That's definitely not a bulletin board either. I already took a look at this. Okay, I'm just going to... I guess maybe some of the elements are just not present in the PS1 version. No, I need to... No. What could they possibly mean by bulletin board? Oh. Maybe there is something here. You can look at the mug from literally any direction. Oh, okay, well, that's pretty well hidden, actually. But yeah, they actually did a really good job with the controller interface. Okay, so that's everything. And that's a weird duck. They did a great job with the controller interface because the by pressing either R1 or R2, you can basically lock yourself into checking everything or just the directional things, and you can just skim through between them. This is really nice. It does they kind of realize that using the mouse interface on a controller would be annoying, so they just made it less so. It's very nice. It's odd. I guess they removed the need to actually... Oops. I guess they removed... Yeah, because in this walkthrough that I'm using, this is for the PC version, they seem to want you to log into the computer, but I guess in this version they just decided that was too much of a hassle and just removed it. Okay. Okay, and then I have to just quit.
I suggest we start with the motel where Mulder and Scully are staying. I'll be waiting for you in the car.
Okay. Gotta use them old ass PDAs.
Can I help you?
Nah, I could be mean and...
Please don't do that. Do you know how many people do that with me sitting right here?
No.
Well, you're not the first. What are you, a child? I said don't do that.
Bitch, I'm FBI.
What's the matter with you?
We're looking for information on 2 FBI agents who checked in here.
Mm-hmm. And their names would be?
Agents Mulder and Scully.
Oh, yeah. They paid for a week in advance. Room 3 and 4.
Did you notice anything unusual about the 2 agents?
The guy was kind of spooky. Other than that, no.
Did anything unusual occur while they were here?
Not that I can remember.
Do you have the make and license number of their rental car?
Sure, it's on the form, assuming they told the truth.
Could you write it down for me, please? Would you take us to their rooms, please?
Sure, come this way.
Need I remind you, I am FBI.
Here we go. This is his room. She stays next door.
Thank you.
I hope there aren't any dead bodies in here. I got finals coming up next week. You can get in and out through here.
Did they ask you to unlock those doors?
Did they look unlocked? No, they didn't.
Thank you. We'll, let you know if we need anything else.
You know where to find me.
Why don't you start with Mulder's room? I'll take Scully's.
Okay. Apparently at this point in the PC version you already switched to the second disc. If I recall correctly, the PC version had like 7 of them. I mean, the PS1 version already has quite a lot because it's 4, and that's kind of an unusual number for a point-and-click game. Like, you would often see 2 or 3 if you were very fancy, but 4 is quite excessive. But I can probably imagine that because of how they compressed the files, or rather maybe that they used like less process intensive compression, the files may be larger, which is why this game actually loads reasonably quickly. It could also be the amount of FMV, which is quite a lot, to be honest. Alright, so right now what we gotta do is click on the desk. The magic bulletin. Whoa. This is difficult to read. It's probably not done that much of a problem on the PC version. Oh, this part got hit particularly hard with the compression stick. Oh, hello there. It's like, so far I'm very surprised that this game is actually decent. Because recently I played through, what you call it? Recently I played through Atlantis, The Lost Tales on the PS1, and man, oh man, was that game bad. Like, technically bad. I did like the art and the graphics, but there were so many softlock spots because of bad programming. And also just the loading. My god, the loading was unbearable. And it's not like much worse than an average PlayStation 1 game, but playing this is like a breath of fresh air. It's like there is no loading times, especially considering how many cutscenes there is. It's just like everything's instantaneous, and also the like the interface for what you call it for moving around is really the interface for like moving around is really clever because you just hold R2 to skip. Well, you have to hold either. You can either use the mouse, which is is an option, or you can also hold R1 or L1 to either highlight everything and just like skip through the icons with the D-pad, or you can selectively just have it like go to only highlight the navigational keys. So if you just want to get from place to place, you hold one trigger and then only the navigational buttons move. Yeah, the Saturn version. Weirdly enough, the Saturn version is closer to the PC version. It's like the downgrade of the PC version, but otherwise everything is in place. Well, aside from the character models being really, really downgraded. The PS1 version is more like a demake because they actually introduced a chapter system for saving, and it's ridiculous how many chapters there are. It's like 84 chapters in a 4-hour, like 5 hours long game. And and I know why they made those chapters. It's because you can only save at the beginning of a chapter, right? And the game is notorious for having a lot of soft locks. So this way, they can make sure that none of the soft locks become a hard lock. So instead of actually fixing bugs in the game, they introduced a chapter system that's sort of like a band-aid solution. Yeah, it's depressing because a lot of those soft lock spots are really, really silly. It's like, oh, I'm going to... because like you know how the backgrounds are in those games. They're very pixely. It's hard to tell what anything is. And in some cases, if you just interact with one thing before you interact with another thing, that another thing becomes uninteractable anymore. And you just softlocked yourself, and you just have to restart your PlayStation. But of course, you're not gonna know that because the next time that you if you try to pick those items up out of order, you'll just see it's not interactable. So you'll think, oh, this is just a mess of pixels. It doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I don't know. In any case, if anybody ever wants to play Atlantis, if anybody ever really wants to play Atlantis, the best way is to play the PC version with a fan patch. There is a fan patch which not only makes the game work on Windows, it also restores a lot of content that was dummied out for whatever reason, and it fixes all of those bugs. So yeah, it's just a better version of the game because it's like, for example, dying is not that big of a deal in all honesty, because dying is not that big of a deal because the game respawns you like few seconds before you would have died. And yeah, it's just those. Yeah, that game was. It was an exercise in frustration, and for the wrong reasons. Like the puzzles were also nonsense, just complete nonsense. It certainly was a game from the 90s, like late 90s, with stupid logic. Okay, let's see. What else do I need to check here? Yeah, thankfully most of those are well, in the PS1 version, I think there's only 2 spots where you can actually like screw yourself over for good, which is one time, and that one you can't really do anything about. if you pick up a certain item, your character can't move anymore on random, so you just have to restart the PS1 and try again. Yes, something like that. It's yeah, that is a very very early one. There's a couple where like there's one which I think can actually lead to a hard log, but I couldn't be bothered to check it. Essentially, if you because it's the one case scenario where you can move to another chapter without picking up an item from without picking up an item from the next from the previous chapter. But it's possible that you may be able to come back through the doors, because it's the moment where you need to use a knife in order to cut a rope from a chandelier to escape the bar, and the knife you can only get from the previous chapter, but it's also entirely possible that you can just turn back after starting the next chapter and pick up the knife afterwards. Like the PS1 version, like they definitely knew that there was something wrong, but the solution that they gave was just it's like it's a literal band-aid solution. And you want to know something even more funny about the chapter system? I said there were 84 chapters. There's actually somewhat less than that. It's like 70 few, and that is because some of the chapters are mislabeled. Even within like the first hour of the game, you get to like chapter 6, and then when you move on to the next chapter, you're suddenly in chapter 11. And it's like, what happened to chapter 7, 8, 9, and 10? No, they just not... It's not even that they were removed or they're not in the game or something else. Somebody just couldn't be bothered to check if they had all the numbers correctly. So, yeah, the chapter system is kind of like... It was basically just force save spots, and that's it. They didn't really think about it. Although I will give them one credit in that regard. The chapters are frequent enough that you can't really waste too much progress. Like a lot of the times, it's like you have to move from one location to the next, and the travel itself is considered an entire chapter. So you don't have. So if you happen to die, you don't need to actually travel again. But yeah, let's keep examining this hard-to-read newspaper about aliens. Oh, weird! I can't actually look at the. I can't actually look at the picture. Oh well. Yeah, no, I would not recommend the PS1 version, because it also is missing the screen transitions, which is a big shame in my opinion. Okay, this is the... Yeah, I definitely read everything. Okay, gotta examine the ashtray. Phone icon idea. What do they mean? Yeah, these are... This one is on 4 CDs, yes. And I think the reason why it is on 4 CDs... well, first of all, they have a lot of FMV sequences, but also... I think they may have just considered like compression, considered some more efficient compression in terms of processing, because like all the areas like load instantaneously, and all the FMV sequences also load instantaneously. It's just haven't really seen that in any other PS1 game to really be any other PS1 game of this kind. Oh, more... Well, I am not a big fan of the... I am not a big fan of the 480i mode on PlayStation games. It certainly would have actually not been a bad idea to introduce it in here. Hold on. Pick up the book. Okay, does it just loop? That was weird. No. I wanna take a look at this. So I guess some of the interactable objects are removed. Because it is also telling me to the FAQ is also telling me to check out the vodka bottle that is on top of the TV, but it's not interactable. Not what I wanted to do.
What now?
That's not where I wanted to go. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And that is Mulder's room. And that's Dana's room. Okay. I mean, yeah, if I recall correctly, the PC version it already used like 640 on 480 for FMV sequences, which, you know, it makes sense because it was a PC game. And this one, well, they could save already like like 3/4 of that just because the PS1 can only show up to 240p. But yeah, it's like obviously the image is going to be compressed. Like PS1 games could technically do 480i, but it never looked good. And recently, when I was playing another terrible point-and-click game on the PS1, Dracula Resurrection or something like that, I actually discovered how they used this trick, which is both impressive and also very depressing. Essentially, they actually drew the picture sort of interlaced in both directions, so both vertically and horizontally. Where if you were to move the image frame by frame after it was deinterlaced with like a very reliable filter, you would literally see that the image shifts not only up and down but also left to right. So like every other line of pixels, like a vertical line of pixels, was gone, and it sort of it sort of relied on illusion on the TV in order to pretend like they had this much resolution. Which, on top of that, the resolution already wasn't very high, because it was below. It was something like. It was already getting stretched. And on top of that, it was missing every other line of pixels. It's just, if you have to go to such lengths, why did they even bother? Like, the only thing you could get out of it was, like, nice-looking still pictures in, like, a menu. But otherwise, everything else looked really bad, especially in movement. Okay, in Scully's room. Okay.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. I can't decide if that's good or bad.
How long have you known them?
4 years now. I've known Mulder longer than that. I guess it's been almost 6.
It would be helpful to know what case they were working on.
Yes. Yes, it would be helpful. Listen, I'd appreciate it if you didn't refer to them in the past tense.
Should we check the outgoing calls?
That's a good idea. The clerk will probably have a record.
Like, I would have actually appreciated if they foregone some of the visual flair for the documents and just presented them more like this. Maybe not this much, not this zoomed in, but this is actually legible. Is this the whole Bible? Is this the whole Bible in 240p? Okay. But yeah, you can see I can just like skip past between interactable objects, which is very nice. Too many login attempts. No, I can't. I thought maybe I can show it to him. Checking log. Okay, I already did that. Ask called the question. Already did that. Use the door to exit the park. Okay, just need to talk to the clerk now. Yeah, like it's
What now?
it's almost like the people who made this game actually played point and click games on consoles and hated it. So they actually decided to make it good.
What's your major?
I'm working on a law degree.
Can you remember anything that might help us?
No, I'm sorry. They checked in and left that evening. I didn't see them after that.
Do you keep a record of outgoing calls?
Sure, for billing purposes.
Could I get a copy, please?
Great. Give me a minute. I want you to know you're putting me behind.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you at work.
Funny.
Yeah, like it's actually a decent port because it doesn't feel it's. Well, that's a long call. Does she have anything new to say? No. Yeah, it's a decent port because it is a downgrade from the PC version, but it is a downgrade in a way where it's still functional as a game and it doesn't feel like a punishment to play this, like it is with a lot of these point and click games, where when you're on PC you just click, 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 and you're on the other side of the map. When you play those versions of those games on the PS1, it's when you play those versions on the PS1, it's just click. Hold on, wait. Then you click again. And you have to wait a little bit longer. And then you have to click again. It's just, it makes the most mundane things that you don't even think about such a chore. To have to sit through these loading screens. Where it just, considering how a lot of these games just require you to run back and forth to figure out stuff for the puzzles and such, it just makes it just this much more annoying to play them in that form. Click on the record. Yeah, the two members, Washington D.C. and to Seattle. Use the cell phone to call to DC for a brief conversation. Okay, so I just need to call these two numbers. Oh, they even have a... I don't have any numbers saved. But okay, it's 202 555 0149.
We're sorry. It is necessary to dial a 1 when calling this number. Will you please hang up and try your call again?
What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, and there was also Blazing Dragons on the Saturn and PS1, which also were very fun. There were also actually fun adventure games in terms of just that, like, you could actually play through that game without breaking out an FAQ to figure out how to beat it. It was actually meant to be enjoyable. Let's take a look at the okay. Oh, okay, so no? 202-555-0149. It's exactly the same. Maybe I made an error. Let's try this again. Yeah, Frankenstein on the Saturn is like, they got what was Jim Carrey? They got him, and that was basically everything they counted on to actually sell that game. Okay, let me try this again. 202-555 0149.
We're sorry. It is necessary to dial a 1 when calling this number. Will you please hang up and try your call again?
To dial 1. Oh my god, you can even see the brown on the... Yeah, that one, yeah. You can even see the brand of the PDA he's using. To dial 1, and then 202-555-0149.
Hello? Who is this?
Agent Wilmore, FBI. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Look, I work for the FBI.
Sure, okay. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, there is not only product placement Nokia, you can also see the Apple Newton, which is the name of the which is the brand of the PDA. I remember I used to be like, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with PDAs because I always wanted to have 206. I always wanted to have a a computer that was pocketable, which is, well, this is the reality we live in now. Everybody has a computer in their pocket. Yeah, nobody's picking up. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do either. What do I need to do here? Oh, I'm looking a little bit further ahead. Use PDA to travel to FBI office in Seattle. Okay.
I'll be reviewing my notes in the meeting room.
It seems also that okay, thank you very much. And good luck. But yeah, what I was gonna say, it seems that the PS1 version of this game seems to have had a few cuts in it to basically just make it easier to play. At least based off of this walkthrough that I'm following. Yeah, I put Scully's laptop, and I sit at the desk. Okay, access computer and go to ING. Yeah, like for example, it fills it in automatically. How nice. Yeah, so this is another example. In the PC version, you need to press on the computer and insert the entire password every single time you use it. And here, it would also the walkthrough is telling me to enter the phone number, but it enters it automatically in this version. Which is nice because, you know, it skips the whole process of me having to figure out an on-screen keyboard for this kind of stuff. Okay. And then we travel to a warehouse in Seattle. I'm just gonna...
It would be helpful to have some background on the case your agent was pursuing.
Wouldn't it? When I have some, I'll share it with you.
Okay. I can't Skinner this. This is from the beginning of the game.
I'm gonna pretend you're not doing that. Why don't you check out the main floor? I'm gonna take a look in there.
They're talking about a blood stain on the floor. I can't see anything here. I guess,
Someone will share it with you.
I'll just skip a little bit forward here.
You can pretend you're not doing that.
Front. Right. Front. Oh, and it's here.
I found blood. Someone got shot.
Okay. After you report to Skinner, look up and move the pointer over to the post on the right. Okay. Right, front, right. Okay. Use evidence kit. Right to this is like a Konami code. Whoopsies. Right. Front, front. Right. Front. Left. Forward, forward, forward. To enter an office, activate your flashlight and continue to floor number 4. Okay. There's nothing interactable here. Okay. And get a crowbar. Go right to front, right, front, left. 1, 2. I mixed it up. 5. I was following the wrong instruction. Okay, right, 2, front, down, and 2. I don't need the flashlight anymore.
This phone is DOA.
Alright, and now it's 4 times front, right, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, right, 2 front, and down.
You'll never get that crate open by hand. Find a tool.
Okay. So that's why I needed a crowbar. That's forward. Forward to the barrels, turn left, straight to the office.
I don't want that.
Why would Mulder and Scully have called this location?
I'm not sure, but it's the best lead we've got.
That blood is troubling.
It doesn't look very good, does it? Let's have it analyzed and hope it belongs to someone else.
The bullet passed through. The victim may only have been injured.
And that's assuming they were only shot once. But I appreciate your optimism, Agent Wilmore.
If they were killed, where are the bodies?
I doubt the killers would leave the bodies of 2 federal agents lying here for us to find. If they're dead, we'll probably never find them. Let's just hope that's not the case. Now, if we delay any longer, we'll be lucky to find anything.
I'll have some DNA tests run on the blood.
I'll take a sample to the Psych Crime Lab in D.C. and have it analyzed.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, but I suggest you minimize your contact with it until we have it analyzed.
What do you think about this?
It's a popular brand.
Okay, 7 times front, right, front, left. Front. Am I doing it right? 7. Okay, we found the back door. Left, forward, right, forward, 1, 2, right,
What's your name? Who's asking? Agent Wilmore, FBI. Like to ask you a few questions. What's your name? James Wong. What can you tell me about that warehouse? Not much. It's a warehouse. I don't know, I just dock here. They used to haul a lot of cargo in and out of there. Armed guards sometimes. Lately it's been pretty quiet, which ain't too surprising, considering what's been going on around here. Well, what exactly is that? Fish been drying up. Have you noticed any unusual activity? Not really, just the fact the warehouse has been a lot quieter than usual. You been here this last week? Pretty much. You haven't seen or heard anything unusual? No, I try to get home by dusk, see my family. Tell me about your family. Why? Curious. Just want to know about your family, that's all. Okay. Wife, little girl. How old's your daughter? 7. Young for a man your age. I'm surprised. I eat a lot of fish. Is your wife younger than you? Young enough to have a 7-year-old. How long have you been in this country? My accent give it away, huh? 10, 11 years, maybe. Where you from, Mr. Wong? China. I left Canton in 1985. So what's happened to the fishing? I don't know, but it's getting bad. Some folks say it's from overfishing. How long's this been going on? Long enough for a lot of guys to move on. Can't make ends meet. I'm thinking about it myself.
I wonder, can I ask him any?
Can I get a cigarette from you? Sorry, I don't smoke.
Ah,
Gives you cancer. Don't you watch the news? Does this look familiar to you? No. What is it? Why don't you let me ask the questions? Any reason why we'd find blood in that warehouse? No. Industrial accident, maybe. I don't know.
whoops. I want to see. 8. Anything over here? No.
That sedan's been following us since we left the field office.
Who do you think it is?
Someone who's interested in what we're doing.
What should we do about that car?
I think that's your call, Agent Wilmore.
Do you think they know about Mulder and Scully?
It's possible. Why don't you go ask them? That sedan's been following us since we left the field office.
Who do you think it is?
Someone who's interested in what we're doing.
What should we do about that car?
I think that's your call, Agent Wilmore.
Do you think they know about Mulder and Scully?
It's possible. Why don't you go ask them?
Okay, and now that's a camera. Oh, I can't use the camera at the same time. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Wilmore. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Hey, John, how have you been?
Bored. I hope you have something real exciting for me.
I'll do my best.
So, what have you got?
You working on anything good?
Nope. It's been very slow. I count on you FBI guys to keep my life interesting.
How's your wife?
Ex, you mean? She's good. She's taking the kids to her mom's for Easter. Yours?
My wife?
No, your ex-kids. Yeah, your wife.
Good, I guess. We haven't really spoken in a while. Hey, don't you owe me $1?
From what, that basketball game? No way, that crooked partner of yours cheated.
Cook? He never cheated a day in his life.
Don't hold your breath over that buck. The boys in the crime lab are officially protesting. What's this, blood?
Very good.
You got a target to match it to? I can tell you the blood type, but without a target for a DNA test, there's not much I can do. What's the case?
A couple of missing FBI agents. We think the blood may belong to one of them.
That's too bad. I'd suggest you have the Cycrime lab in DC run it. They could probably match it against the current agent database pretty quickly. One slug. Looks like a 38. It's not in very good shape. Standard stuff, I guess?
Yeah, I dug it out of a hunk of wood.
You got it. No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
That's very funny.
Thank you. One Morley cigarette butt. I'll give it the once over. What have we here? You're gonna have to do better than this. I can tell you right now what this is. It's industrial grade lead.
Lead?
Yeah.
Why lead?
I don't know. It's used for anything from weighing scuba divers to lining X-ray vests. Pretty common stuff.
Is there any reason why someone would treat this like contraband?
Nope. It's neither illegal nor sexy. There's no reason why anybody should want or need to smuggle it anywhere.
All right. And then we want to go to field office in Seattle.
You think Wong is involved?
Let's see, X-Files. Oh no, I didn't want to. Nope. Automatically snaps a photo. Okay. So I don't actually need to worry about me not aiming it correctly. Okay, that's good to know. Because otherwise I would have to repeat that. But I'll keep that save unsaved.
I don't know, did you get the sense that he knew more than he was telling you?
He's definitely hiding something. Why were we being followed?
I don't know, but whoever's involved in this case isn't afraid of the FBI. There could be an underworld connection.
You think the blood belongs to one of your agents?
I can't rule it out. But I'll wait for the test results before making a determination. I suggest you do the same, Agent Wilmore.
Is there any connection with the decline in fishing?
I don't see any obvious connection. Sport fishing isn't a federal offense.
What do you think that powdered lead is being used for?
I don't know. That one has me really stumped. It could be a byproduct of weapons manufacture. I suggest you conduct a little research.
80 Skinner, you've got a call on line 1.
This is Skinner. I understand. I have to go back to Washington immediately. I'll take some of the blood back to the lab in DC for analysis. I want you to begin surveillance on that warehouse tonight. These 2 agents are very important to me.
Hey, pal, how's it going out there? I'm sure you're sucking up to Skinner appropriately.
Well, they're still missing.
Thanks for the bulletin. But really, anything I can do to help?
Using any of the Cook offers computer crime division to run the check on Scully's laptop.
You can call Computer Crimes and have them check out this laptop.
You got it.
Thanks, man.
I'll let you know what I find out.
Look at that brick. Okay. We gotta use the ING. Oh, okay. There is a criminal record of him. Okay, now we gotta go to photo. Oh, it actually read. It actually made screenshots of the ones that I did. Okay. Restricted data. Vehicle license number, restricted data. Okay. Okay. The car arrives. Don't leave hiding until men enter and close the doors. Okay, so I could actually move right now if I wanted to die, I guess. Front. Wow, seriously? Right. To front. Forward. Oh, right. Front. Front. Left. Front. Open the door and go right front, left, to front. Right, front, left, to front. Okay. Front, left, front, to right. Front, left, front, to right. And look down. Okay, he opened it. Click on the small, you'll automatically open and examine the empty container. Okay, that's it. Really? That was anticlimactic. Let's just go home instead. Yeah, if I could only read this. No, okay, we're not going to be examining the radio because it plays copyrighted music. Turn left. Whoops. Oh, that's what they mean by hint system. Go to sleep. Yeah, like some of the documents are meant to actually be read. One of which was a Bible for some reason. And a pretty big piece of it as well. I mean, regardless how you slice it, the documents in this game just aren't very well thought out, to be honest. Did I accidentally skip it, or no? Okay. I think this will be it for now, because 2 hours is pretty... it's quite a lot, and it's... we've already finished the first day. Let's just see, how many days are there? Day 3, day 4... They're not all equal. Day 5. Somewhere there was day 7. Day 5. I guess day 6 is implied and day 7 is the end. But yeah, day 1 is probably one of the beefier days. Day 2 is about the same. Day 3 is very short. Day 4 is also rather short. Day 5... well, day 5 is combined with day 6. So yeah, I got a pretty good chunk of the game done in one sitting. It's pretty good, actually. I am looking forward to streaming it some more. And it's actually just fun to watch. It's got pretty good acting, and the game itself is not a fucking chore to suffer through, like literally every point-and-click adventure game that I've played on the PlayStation 1. So yeah, it's like, this is actually fun, and for once the PS1 version actually seems to have some notable improvements. Like, yeah, sure, they cut out some stuff, but they cut out some stuff where I think, like, man, I'm glad it's gone. Like, for example, you have to actually like snap the photo of the license plate and you have to be able to read it, and you also have to type in things in the computer yourself, which, like, on the computer, sure, but on the PlayStation with an on-screen keyboard, I am so glad that that's gone. And all you really need to do is just have the knowledge to examine stuff, and then the computer will automatically put it in for you. It's pretty nice. It's very nicely thought out. And again, like, the loading times being non-existent is a big plus for me, because this actually makes stuff like investigating and looking around not a chore, because you click it and it happens. You don't have to wait several seconds at a time for something to change. But yeah, we'll definitely be continuing this one. I'm kind of curious to see, like, what it's gonna be what is gonna be further. So this is gonna be it for now, and thank you very much for watching, and bye.